when we arrived, there was nothing but a brick hearth and a brick surround with a typical three-piece mantle. We removed all of that product. We removed the old fireplace. We covered up the old vent on the outside with vinyl siding. We came back, we installed the new direct vent fireplace, vented it up and out. We put a new slate hearth down, put hardy backer up. We removed all the sheetrock out of the way so that the stone adheres to the hardy backer rather than the sheetrock. And now we're getting prepared to hang the mantle, which is very easy. It's a nice one-piece cleat. You just hang it right on the cleat. Makes it nice and easy for the installers, and it's fairly simple to install. Alright, so what we've done is we've already measured our stone from side to side to get a center point. We had 65 3/4 inches, so we put our center mark in line for the center point of our cleat. So the next thing we do is we take a marker, we take the cleat the way it's going to sit on the wall, just like so, and we mark center of that as well. 64 inches, so we're going to put a 32-inch center point. Right, the next step is to put the cleat on the mantle the way it's going to sit when it's finished on the wall, and to pull a measurement for the height of your cleat. So what we do is we pull from the bottom of the mantle, since the bottom of the mantle will be sitting on top of the stone, and we pull a measurement from there to the bottom of the cleat. We have 3 1/4 inches. We'll check down on the end too. And it varies a little bit, so we have about a 1/16 of an inch difference. So I'm going to go with the smallest measurement, which is 3 5/16. We'll make 2 marks. We have studs here, and studs here. So what we've done is we've pre-marked where we knew our studs were, so that when we go to hang our cleat, we can attach it to the studs. You don't want to attach it just to sheetrock. It needs to be attached to something that's framed. So we had 3 5/16. And then we're going to measure 3 5/16 on the other end. From this point, we're going to hold our cleat on our 2 lines with our center point lined up with our line for the center point on the wall. Then we double check it with a level. We're perfectly level there. So at that point, we're going to go ahead and mark the whole bottom of the cleat so we know where our mark is for a good level spot. And then we're going to remove it. Alright, from this point, what we're going to do is we see where our marks are for our studs. We're going to pre-drill holes in the cleat and run screws. The reason why we don't just run screws rather than pre-drilling a hole is so it doesn't split the wood on the cleat. From this point, we're going to take 2-inch wood screws and tie our mantle into our framing. At this point, we're going to hang the mantle right over top of that cleat. What you want to do is you want to make sure that your edge of your stone or whatever surround you're going to do is centered on the mantle, so the mantle doesn't look as if it's off-centered. That's it. And we have a hung mantle. Something else that's important before hanging a mantle, something you want to check that's vital, is to check the clearances on the fireplace itself to a mantle clearance. The worst thing you want to do is put a mantle too low and end up damaging the mantle. So it's always best to go to your owner's manual of the fireplace, check for your mantle clearances, and hang the mantle accordingly.